days chasing down a daydream. All those years living in a blur. All that time never even seeing things the way they were. Hello, the honorable judges and all my friends. My name is Calista Haris Mahardika and from Senior High School, 1 Sumber Puchung, want to tell you a great story. The title is Rapunzel. So, listen to me carefully. In ancient time, there was a husband and wife who had living together for a couple of years. However, they were never blessed with a child. Feeling sad, the wife was happy to sit at the window and looking at the very beautiful lantern flowers at the garden. Not long after all, the wife fell ill. Her illness was quite confusing and nobody knew how to cure her. The husband was afraid that he would lose his beloved wife. Then he asked his wife how to make her feel happier. "Bring me a beautiful lantern flowers at the garden," said the wife. Without thinking, her husband walked out and climbed the garden walls to pick the lantern flowers. He did this every night, but he didn't know that it was belonged to a wicked witch. Until one day, when he wanted to take lantern as usual, suddenly the witch appeared before him. He trembled in fear, and unexpectedly, the witch changed her mind and let the men take 3 times the number of flowers than usual, as long as they give their first child.
"Very well, I let you free, but you need to give me your first child."
For his wife's happiness, the husband agreed at this time. And 1 year after that, the couple got their first baby girl, named Rapunzel. They were so happy. However, their happiness couldn't last too long. The witch came to them and kept their promises. With the heavy, beloved heart, they let go of their beloved child. Rapunzel grew up as a beautiful girl. Her long golden hair was the most beautiful of all. Rapunzel grew up in the deep forest in a very high tower. The only person that she ever saw was the old witch. Every day the witch came to the foot of the tower and called her name.
"Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair!"
She then let down her long golden hair to the witch so she could climb up. Living alone in a very high tower, Rapunzel felt so lonely. So she spent almost all her time by reading a book, cleaning her room, and singing a song all the day. 'Cause every night a lion bite, the brightest color fill my heart. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of all the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams all it's gonna take. The prince, who was passed by at that time, heard Rapunzel's beautiful voice. So he hid behind the trees and watched the witch did. When the witch was gone, the prince called Rapunzel. "Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair!" She then let down her long golden hair, but at first he was hesitant and scared when she saw the prince. However, the prince spoke softly and assured Rapunzel that he had no evil intentions. When the Rapunzel let down her long golden hair, the prince climbed up and they soon fell in love with each other. They continually met secretly behind the witch. And one day, when the witch tried to climb up, Rapunzel accidentally grumbling, "You are heavier than my prince." The witch smelled something suspicious. She figured it out that Rapunzel has secret relationship with a man, so she got angry and screamed,
"How dare you are! I've been taking care of you this whole time, but what you did to me? You betrayed me!"
Then she cut Rapunzel off and threw her into the dirt until no one can find her. One day, the prince walked to Rapunzel, and the witch tried to trap the prince. The prince called, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." The witch let down the counterfeit hair, and when the prince arrived at the tower, he was surprised, and the witch bound him until he lost his ability. For years, the prince walked aimlessly. His eyes put blind, he lost his way. One day, the prince heard a very melodious song. It was familiar to his ears. He approached the sound. Do you know who the sound belonged to? It was Rapunzel's voice. She immediately ran up to him and hugged him. She cried her eyes out when she saw beloved got blind. She cried and cried. But as soon as her tears fell on him, all of his wound was healed and his eyesight returned. Finally, the prince brought Rapunzel to his kingdom, and they lived happily ever after. That's all. From the story, we can learn that it's okay to not be okay. God miracle never won. So be patient of what situations you've been of. Thank you for your nice attention and see you next time.